Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Anizi with What If Naruto was kicked out of the Uzumaki clan and raised by the Otsutsuki clan. So, let's get started. The Uzumaki clan, quite possibly one of the most arrogant clans to live, considering they were almost wiped out in the third great ninja war by 3 nations and had to leave their home Uzugakure for their sister village Konohagakure. This humiliating defeat caused a clan who cared mostly about family above all to change their ways to power above all, and their new way would soon be their downfall. The Uzumaki had changed to a class system. If you were born with special Uzumaki red hair, you were at the lowest standard of Uzumaki. If you were born with red hair and had great healing properties, you were considered a mid-class Uzumaki. But the next level was, if you were born with the Uzumaki chakra chains and red hair, you were considered the peak of Uzumakis, and if you had this, you were one of the candidates to become the king or prince of the Uzumaki clan. Depending on the age of the Uzumaki, if you are a Jinchuriki, you are the prince and king of the Uzumaki clan, and the only people that could be a prince and king of the Uzumaki clan was if you had red hair and chakra chains. However, since most Uzumakis were now half-breeds, if you were born with anything other than red hair, you were an outcast and considered impure. You were disowned no matter if you possessed the Rinnegan itself. We start our story off in the night of the Ninetales attack. Minato Namikaze, otherwise known as Minato Senju Hyuga, is the son of the Slug Sanin Tsunade and Dan Hyuga. His wife Krishna Uzumaki was the queen of the Uzumaki clan, a Jinchuriki and a heartless woman. After watching her mum and dad be killed, she saw that the Uzumaki clan would rise again and that no Uzumaki life would ever be taken away. She saw that her family would rise up and take down the cloud, the mist and the rock. All those bridges shall pay. She and the elders had started the new class system, and she hoped her children didn't disappoint her, or else they'll be treated as any other mild inconvenience. Krishna was screaming as she went into labor. "Damn you, Minato, I'll make you pay for the suffering you caused me," Krishna says as she remembered her family die, and compared to that, this pregnancy was a mild inconvenience. She popped out her first child, which she fell in love with instantly. He was a red-haired boy, and she could sense that he had chakra chains. He was already a high class, and if he proved himself worthy, he could be a candidate to receive the Biju and become king. This was Mema Uzumaki, another child, then popped out. This time it was a girl. Her name would be Mita Uzumaki, and this one made Krishna even more happy. No, she would be the clan heiress and the princess and the princess of the Uzumaki clan. This girl had the red hair, chakra chains, and also the special Biju suppressing chakra that she had. She was perfect for Krishna. Yes, Krishna thought as she imagined her weapons. She meant her children destroying the cloud, sand, mist, rock, and even Konoha, taking over it to become the Uzugakure village. When the last child popped out, she froze, and anger took over her. A yellowed-haired brat with none of the bloodlines, only unbelievably large chakra pools. And are those the Byakugan eyes? Is this a joke? She gave birth to 2 perfect children, and this last one was an abomination. She did not want an Hyuga. She wanted a Uzumaki. He wasn't worthy of being named by her. But Minato wanted to name a child, and since this one was a failure, she guessed it could be named Naruto, after the Toad Pervert's character. No, she wouldn't be named Uzumaki. This boy would be called just Naruto, and will be disowned by the age of 5. Suddenly, a masked man appeared, snatching Menma from Rivako Sabatori, the third Hokage's wife, and killing her. "No, take Naruto, not Menma. Minato, we have to get him back. He's perfect. He has the rare chakra chains and the red hair," Krishna yelled as Minato nodded. This child was a rare child, and he could be used to breed the Uzumaki clan into the Leaf Village. The third Shinobi War. After that, Minato believed in making the village the most powerful, so him and his family, the village, would never have to lose anyone ever again. Minato despised Naruto when he saw him. It confirmed to him that he was an Hyuga and disowned for him not having the Bakugan, and he will repay this debt to the Hyuga by doing the same. Naruto will be disowned because of Minato's jealousy, and Krishna hating him for not being pure. Minato retrieved Menma, but Krishna had her seal broken by the masked man, and the 9 tails were now raging havoc. Minato was ready to lay down his life for his village and his family, but then he was stopped. Stop, Minato. I will do this. You need to train the Uzumaki heirs and make sure they're loyal to Konoha. We all know Krishna's plan is to make them loyal to the clan, but we need to make them loyal and be our weapons. Do you understand? Hiruzen said as Minato nodded. Yes, old man. You took me in when my mother was suffering and left me, and the Hyugas rejected me, and for that, I will complete your wishes. The clan heirs of the Uzumaki shall be loyal to this village, not to the clan, Minato says, with tears falling on his face. Well then, I guess I can die now. Get me the heirs, Hiruzen said. As Minato nodded, he teleported to Krishna to see Krishna glaring at the Hyuga Uzumaki boy. Minato also glared in jealousy at the Bakugan. Krishna, I need the Jinchurikis now, Minato says, going to grab Naruto. What are you doing, Minato? That boy isn't worthy of a Biju. Do you really think that the clan would accept this abomination as the leader of the clan? See all the beasts in both Menma and Mito. They're going to be the prince and princesses of the clan, not this abomination, Krishna says, as she explained the class system to Minato. Minato nodded. He was thinking like a leaf citizen, not like a Uzumaki clan member, ordinary clan member. But he never realized that giving the 9 tails to Naruto would be a blessing. He would be the prince of the Uzumaki, and that Bakugan user deserves suffering. I'm sorry, Krishna. I never thought about the class system, Minato said as Krishna nodded at her sperm donor. The man was a good lover, but that's all she considered him, a pet. After all, he wasn't Uzumaki, so therefore not worthy of her love. She still loved him, but not as equal, but as a boy toy, a pet to make the Uzumaki clan strong again. And it also helped the fact that Minato was born to be submissive, which is why they got on well. Minato teleported the kids to Hiruzen, who does the Death Reaper seal and seals the good half of the 9 tails into Mito and the bad half into Menma. Take good care of our weapons, Hiruzen says, as Minato nodded. I will, old man. I'll make sure that they are the weapons of Konoha Gakure, not some dirty old clan, Minato says, as the third Hokage Hiruzen started to die and perished. Minato, Jiraiya yelled, with Tsunade behind him. Is Sensei dead, son? Tsunade asked, as Minato nodded. Yes, mother, he is, he said. I knew the Hokage position would kill him. You need to give this Hokage position up or you're gonna die, my son, Tsunade says, after a few seconds. Not this again, mother. Now why are you yelling? Minato asked as he still missed the third Hokage. It's the prophecy. The slugs and the toads and all of the other summons had told us they had the prophecy. It stated, a child born from red and yellow, blessed with the power of an ancient being, shall save the world. If loved by family, he shall save the world, but if not, he will destroy the world. I believe it's Menma Mito, since they have been blessed by the Kyuubi, who is an ancient protector of the clan. We should release the information that the Kyuubi was controlled by the Uchihas to protect the child of prophecy, Jiraiya said, as Minato agreed. You're right, we can't blame someone else for being a Jinchuriki because of clan traditions. Neither can we not tell the village, because they'll find out. So we have to blame it on the lesser Uchiha clan, and that way Kushi-chan will be happy. I have put the Uchiha clan even further in their place, which is below the Uzumaki, says Minato, as Tsunade smirked. The Uchiha monsters will finally get what's due to them. In this reality, Tsunade was mostly raised by Tobirán Senju, so her hatred of the Uchiha clan was way more than in canon. Now then, let's head to the village, Minato says as he arrived and sees Krishna was standing on a platform where they were going to give a meeting to the Hokage, to the whole village. Minato then pops out of nowhere as he sees Krishna glaring at the yellow-haired child. He also gave it a glare. My people, today we endured a test and prevailed. And Uchiha controlled the Uzumaki clan's sacred ancient beast and attacked the village. With that said, my 2 heirs, Menma and Mito, have courageously housed the 9 tails inside of them, preventing any Uchiha from controlling them ever again. Minato says as the village started to cheer, apart from the Uchiha clan who being glared at and had rocks thrown at them. Krishna smirked at Fugaku. Later in the council, Fugaku was seen with Anbu pointing their swords at him as he was holding Minato by his collar. How dare you blame the Uchiha clan, knowing it was a rogue Uchiha, like Naruto Uzumaki of the Rain Village, Fugaku says, as Krishna's clear intent was felt. Never mention that name here. And unlike Naruto, who is a known rogue shinobi, there's no evidence that it was a rogue Uchiha. It was just an Uchiha wearing mask. You could have sent that Uchiha wearing a mask in an attempt to sabotage my clan by take away our nine toes, our ancient protector, Krishna says as the Uzumaki gods near her nodded. Minato, how dare you? Fugaku yelled. How dare I? How dare I? No, how dare you speak to me this way? Do not forget, I am the Hokage, your lord, your master, and my word is law. So don't tell me how to act, Minato yells. Damn you, Krishna, Fugaku yelled. First she attempted to turn Mikoto against the clan so that the Uchiha could get the Sharingan, so that the Uzumaki could get the Sharingan, and now she was blaming the attack on his clan. Fugaku was mad. We now go for a time skip. A 4-year-old member and Mito were seen training, with Naruto watching them. They were being trained by Arashi Uzumaki, the S-rank lightning flash of the Uzumaki clan, who is teaching them Kenjutsu. Hey, abomination! Are you trying to steal our clan techniques? Tako Uzumaki, an S-class shinobi of the Uzumaki clan, said, before punching Naruto to the ground. Arashi, hearing this, got mad, before he smirked evilly and turned towards Naruto's sibling, who were watching the abomination get beaten up with a smile. Menma, Mito, good Arashi. Yes, sensei, they replied. It's time that the disgraces of our clan is punished for stealing from your people. Don't you think that you should punish them? After all, you are the prince of this clan and you need to protect it, and you do need a test dummy, said Arashi, making the two brats' eyes light up. Yes, sensei, they yelled as they dashed off towards Naruto. Taro, move. I, prince of the Uzumaki clan Menma, and my sister, the princess of the Uzumaki clan Mito, shall take care of this ungrateful trash, yelled Menma. Yes, my lord, Taro said as he moved aside. So, disgrace. You dare to be born with such disgusting hair and disgrace us? How dare you? For that you will pay, Menma says as he stabbed Naruto in the left hand. Naruto yelled out in pain. Stop! He screamed out before Mito kicked him in the face and stabbed his right hand. Did you, a yellow-haired trash of the Uzumaki clan, just give the princess and prince of the Uzumaki clan an order? You lowly damn worm, how dare you? She says as she stabbed him constantly. His whole arms were filled with blood holes as Naruto laid there in pain before Minato and Krishna came and looked and saw Naruto there. Krishna was disgusted at this half-breed's blood over her beautiful clan compound. Krishna made her chakra chains and lifted him up and started to beat on him. I told you, abomination, don't ever bleed out on my floor. You are not going to be a ninja. You are not going to disgrace my bloodline and my clan even further than you have with your weakness, with your disgraceful hair. And you dare try to steal my clan's techniques by watching? I beat you when I saw you buy the book on how to unlock chakra when you're younger, because I don't want you becoming a shinobi and disgracing my clan. And now you're doing this? Do you not understand what you're trying to do to our clan, to our family? Krishna yelled as Mito laughed as they watched Naruto get beaten up. Naruto was mad, his fists clenched. Then suddenly there was a fist on his back, sending him impaling into the ground. Did you just get angry at my wife, you disgrace? Do you really think I would let you get away with being so ungrateful after we housed you? Minato yelled. Shut up! You're the worst parents in the world, and this clan is the worst in the world. You're evil. I hate you, Naruto yells. How dare you speak to Minato someone that way? Yelled Kakashi as Naruto was pierced by the lightning blade, the Chidori. Naruto fell to the ground. He wasn't moving. The clan then started to beat him up as we saw 15 grown Uzumakis beating the shit out of a 4-year-old Naruto. This was Naruto's life, the disgrace and the punching bag of the Uzumaki clan. The villagers also hated and treated him this way for being the disgrace of the fourth Hokage. We now see, up in the moon, a figure watched with tears in her eyes. My Ashura, my poor grandbaby, what have those lesser life forms done to you? She cried out. Are you happy, Hagoromo? Are you happy, Hamura? This is what those human filths that you protected used my chakra for. This is what your own son has to suffer because of you, Hagoromo. This is what your nephew has to go through, Hamura. The figure spat out with unrestrained fury as she banged against the seal. I need to get out. I need to save my Ashura, my grandbaby. I swear, Ashura, I'll save you. I, Kaguya Otsutsuki, will never let anybody hurt you ever again, Ashura. Otsutsuki, she yelled, enraged as the crack was seen forming on the moon that she was encased in. She started banging on it, desperately wanting to get out and save her grandchild. In a different place, two purple eyes opened with tears going down them. A man was seen crying as he watched Naruto get beaten up. My son, I'm so sorry, the figure said. Did I really give chakra to these monsters? To people like this? He asked. No, I won't let it end this way. Mother was right, these filths only use chakra to create wars, to kill and destroy. But what's worse, they use chakra to hurt my own son, Ashura Otsutsuki. My son, I won't let it happen anymore. Just wait, Ashura. I'll find a way to get out. That is a promise that I, Hagoromo Otsutsuki, the Sage of Six Paths, make to you, yelled Hagoromo. In another plane, a man with Byakugan eyes watched in anger as his eyes shifted to blue eyes with a flower pattern in them. He saw the boy who inherited his chakra, as well as Hagoromo's, get beaten up by family. Enough is enough. Hagoromo's plan was a joke. Mother was right, these humans are monsters. They need to be put down, he screamed as his eyes glowed. Just you wait, Ashura. Uncle Hamura will save you, Hamura yelled. Time skip 1 year. Naruto's 5th birthday. Naruto was malnourished. He ate the remains of the Uzumaki clan because the Lady Krishna said that a disgrace like him was not worth spending precious clan funds on, as they could be used for gold kunais for Mito to show the clan's wealth. Naruto cried every night. Why did his mum hate him? He wished he had red hair. Why couldn't he just paint it and they be accepting of him? One day he did that and the clan thought that he was mocking them. Suddenly, the doors opened. Naruto went to hide underneath his bed, but was pulled out before someone stabbed his leg. Suddenly, the Uzumaki clan guards grabbed him and dragged him to the main Uzumaki room. It was the clan heir's birthday. It was also Naruto's, but nobody cared. Naruto was shocked. He was always locked in his room on this day. As Lady Krishna, his mum, finally realized that she had made a mistake in not liking him and giving him a surprise birthday. Thank you to all our friends for coming today on this wondrous occasion. We are grateful that you have attended this celebration of our beloved twins Menma and Mito's birthday. Naruto started, not even noticing the small glare from his son at ignoring him. With that in mind, after much discussion and thought, my dear wife and I have decided that it's time for us to announce our clan heirs and our decision about the succession towards our respective clans. Naruto's eyes widened. They were going to officially become clan head. That's why Krishna was here, so they could kick him out, because it was tradition for a clan to throw out the disgrace when clan heads are succeeded. Naruto got worried. Where would he go? What would he do? He had no money, no food, or anything. Menma and Mito, as per clan traditions, Naruto Uzumaki would no longer be an Uzumaki and is hereby exiled, while you, Menma and Mito, are now clan heirs, yelled Krishna as she smiled at Naruto devilishly as the villagers started to cheer. Long live the heroes! Kick out the disgrace, they yelled. A girl with black hair and onyx eyes looked at Naruto with sad eyes as Naruto was being dragged out and thrown out. He was then taken towards the forest of death. Hey, disgrace! Lady Krishna was feeling merciful, but we are not feeling so merciful. So here's a birthday gift from us, Arashi says as he stabs Naruto in the heart. Quick, let's leave, he yelled. Naruto laid there on the floor, blood pool forming from his heart as blood was dripping down from it. His eyes looked in horror at just what has happened. This is how I die, betrayed by the ones who were meant to love me unconditionally. Humanity is messed up. They don't deserve chakra. The Sage of Six Paths was wrong, Naruto says as he blacked out. Naruto awoke. He felt something soft under his head. When he looked up, he saw a pretty lady with the same eyes as him, but with a red eye in the middle of her forehead. He turned to see a man with purple eyes and the same red eyes in the middle of his forehead. He also saw a man with blue eyes and a flower pattern in the middle. Naruto, my name is Hagoromo Otsutsuki and I am the Sage of Six Paths, and this is my brother Hamura Otsutsuki, pointing towards the man with blue eyes and a flower pattern in them. And she is Mother Kaguya Otsutsuki, the mother of all chakra, and you are the reincarnation of my son and her grandson and Hamura's nephew. The purple-eyed man said, Why am I here, old man? And you must think I'm stupid if you believe that the pretty lady is older than you, Naruto says as Kaguya giggled. Hagoromo smiled. He could see Ashura's innocence in Naruto. My son is right. We are the Otsutsuki clan, and we are immortal. Since Hagoromo was a half-breed, he would age, and we are here to adopt you into our clan. As you are the reincarnation of my grandson, Hagoromo's son, Ashura Otsutsuki, and you, in your past life, was the founder of this clan that betrayed you, as well as the Senju clan. Kaguya says, "What?" Naruto says, shocked as Hagoromo sighed. He then placed his hand on Naruto, giving him his memories. "Here, I will return the memories of your past lives back to you," Hagoromo says, as memories of Ashura and Hashirama formed in Naruto's mind. "My own descendants. How can they betray me like that? How can they become so evil, so Indra-like?" Naruto says, crying, as Kaguya pulled him into a hug. "Yes, that son that Hagoromo adopted, Indra Otsutsuki, the head of the Uchiha clan, really was a bad man, and your own descendants have become like him. That's why we are here, Naruto. I'm going to give you the white karma seal. Then me and Hagoromo and Hamura will place our chakra into you, which will turn you into family. You'll be instantly reincarnated into Otsutsuki and will no longer be human or part of the Uzumaki clan. You will now be part of the Otsutsuki clan, our clan," Kaguya says, as she explained the Otsutsuki clan to Naruto. Naruto wasn't disgusted, because after getting Hamura's memories, he somewhat knew that lesser life forms like humans should be eaten for the benefit of the clan. "I accept, Kaguya Bachan," Naruto says, as Kaguya had tears in her eyes when she heard him say that, and then they turned Naruto into full Otsutsuki. "Naruto, as you know, I sealed my mother away and gave chakra to the humans, but I could see, after how they treated you, my own son, that I have made a mistake, so please unseal her, right my wrongs and take it back," Hagoromo says, crying, making Naruto shake his head. "No, I'll revive Mother, Hamura, and you, and then we shall take back chakra," Naruto says with a determined look on his face. Hagoromo looked to see a familiar figure, his son Ashura, saying he will surpass his niece Chan, Indra, and Hagoromo smiled. "Well then, I guess I can relax then. You're gonna wake up soon. Don't worry, we could talk to you. We'll help train you and raise you," Hagoromo says. "Before you go, here," Hamura says as he channeled his chakra into Naruto's eyes. "My gift will need a catalyst to awaken, but when you do, you'll have power like none before," Hamura says, as Hagoromo scoffed. "None before. My powers outseed yours," Hagoromo says. "As if, Hamura. As if, Hagoromo," Hamura says as Kaguya laughed. "Both of you, stop this now," Kaguya shouted. Kaguya then comes up to Naruto. "My cute grandbaby, come and see Bachan every day. No, every hour," she says. I can't promise every hour, but I'll promise to come and see you every day," Naruto says, making Kaguya pout but nod. Timeskip Academy. Naruto was sitting there emotionless with everybody glaring at him. The reason? Naruto had just beaten the heroes of the Leaf. It was a beatdown. It was a massacre. "How dare you disgrace," yelled Menma in rage. "Yeah, how dare you beat the heroes," Sakura yelled. Naruto walked up to Hinata and sat next to her. Naruto smiled at her, and so did she. Hinata was one of the only people who were kind to him ever since he saved her that day. He could still remember a month ago how she asked him out. Hinata walked up to Naruto wearing her princess-style kimono. Everybody got their attentions towards her as she was sexy. She got the attention of everyone. "Why is Hinata-sama going to that disgrace? Is the disgrace blackmailing her?" was what was heard. "Hello, Naruto-kun. I have a proposition, something to tell you," she said, as Naruto's face grew curious. "What is it, Hinata?" Naruto asked as she got close to him. "Naruto-kun, I've loved you ever since you saved me from the Cloud Ninja from taking me. I wanted to be with you," Hinata says as she kissed Naruto, making him blush. "Hinata-chan, I love you too," Naruto says as he kissed her back. A month later, Naruto was walking with Hinata. The villagers were looking down on him, and Hinata has been avoiding being seen with him. Naruto felt bad. She was experiencing all of this because he was born with red hair. "Hey, Naruto-kun, can you meet me at the forest?" Hinata says as Naruto's eyes widened. They were close to graduating. That meant, did Hinata want to? Naruto snapped at his foot. "Sure, Hinata-chan," Naruto says. Naruto was walking to the Forest of Death, where he was told to meet Hinata. When Naruto saw kunais come at him with his backyard, Naruto dodged, and two Uzumaki clansmen came out of nowhere. Naruto grabbed his kunai, slicing the Uzumaki's head off before avoiding a sneak attack from the other one. Naruto grabbed him to see a water-style dragon coming at him, but Naruto threw the uzumaki he had in his hand at the water dragon, making the dragon kill him, and stop right there. He then saw Hinata lying there on the floor. "What did you do?" Naruto yelled as the Irashi appeared, and Naruto got mad. He flashed in front of Irashi, impaling the S-rank shinobi with one of the uzumaki swords. He then ran to Hinata. "Hinata, wake up! Wake up!" he yelled, but he felt pain. When he looked down, he saw Hinata's hand holding a kunai, and it was plunged into his chest. Hinata took in the chance when Naruto's eyes was closed to stab him in the heart. Naruto's eyes widened as they morphed into blue eyes with flower pattern. Hamura's chakra attempted to heal him, but there was a knife buried inside his heart, which was a problem. "How can a disgrace like you ever believe that a Hyuga elite like myself would ever fall in love with you? In exchange for such blasphemy, I will take your heart. How dare you embarrass Menma-kun," she says, as Menma appears. "You killed so many of my family, but in the end, I've won," Menma says, as Hinata walks up to him and kisses him. They look at Naruto's broken face. Amita and the rest of the academy students appear and start to laugh. "Did you really think that you could disgrace us and get away with it? Did you really think Hinata would love you? You monster, you dirty disgrace," was what was heard from the academy students. "Now die! Menma will take good care of Hinata," Amito yelled. Suddenly, paper bombs were seen as they made dust clouds form. Naruto felt someone lift him up as they pulled him towards them and pulled out the knife. "Quick, we need to get out of here," she said as he looked up to have a confused expression on his face. "Satsuki Uchiha, why are you helping me? Your brother tried to have me killed as well as Menma," he said. "Because I care for you, Naruto. I don't know if it's love, but you're like me. We're both outcasts of the clan. You for having red hair and me for being born a girl," Satsuki says. "Why should I believe you? For all I know, you're just like Hinata, trying to lie and hurt me just like that Hyuga bitch," Naruto yells. "Believe what you want then," Satsuki says, laying him down in the forest after getting him to a safe place. As soon as Satsuki left, Naruto heard rustling. Was he going to die? He struggled to his feet as his Otsutsuki genes were saving his heart, but if he was penetrated in the heart now, he would die. Since his body was still weakened, it was still being healed. "Hello, brother." Naruto looked up to see Zetsu. He breathed a sigh of relief. "Zetsu," Naruto said weakly. "Here, have this. This is the last part of the chakra fruit Mother harvested from this planet," Zetsu says, as half of a chakra fruit was eaten. Naruto grabbed it and ate it as his wounds were healed. Instantly, he felt power similar to the first time he went through Otsutsukification. His forehead grew an eye like Kaguya's. Naruto opened his third eye as he felt his chakra ascend all things human. "This power, it feels unbelievable," said Naruto. Naruto's hatred was also becoming more and more as the curse of the Sharingan, the curse of hatred, was awakening inside Naruto, and the hatred was directed to the Uzumaki clan. "Tonight, Menma. Tonight, Uzumaki clan, you will feel my pain. You tried to assassinate me, and now I shall get my revenge. But guys, that's all for today. Peace."